Today we're having 4 of the doors that were installed 8 months ago replaced. Almost immediately after they were installed, they started to fall apart, and we're excited to finally get them replaced. Our doors and windows installation could have gone a little smoother. If you're planning on building in Mexico, maybe a cautionary tale here will help you as you plan. Most doors are wood or metal. We did the metal doors on our garage, and our bodega, the outside bathroom, and an outdoor storage space. For those 5 doors, we spent about $1,200 US in materials and labor. This is really reasonable. They're probably not the nicest looking option for your front door or anywhere inside your house, but we love them for their durability, cost, and ease of maintenance where we have them outside of the house. Your cheapest option may be buying ready-made doors at Home Depot and having them installed. You can get doors for 1,200 pesos each, and you'll pay another 1,500 pesos or so to have the frame built and have the door installed. The problem is that with concrete work here, many of the door spaces are odd and uneven, and these pre-made doors at Home Depot only come in a few sizes. You'll need to really plan in advance if you want to go this route. Although it's more expensive to hire someone to build and install your doors, you should get a better looking product, and you can have any width and height for your doors. We have doors from 60 centimeters wide to more than a meter, and all sorts of heights. When you hire a carpenter to build your doors, you will have a few choices on wood. The doors that we're having replaced today are made from Peroda, which is a popular higher-end wood here in Mexico. Peroda has a really nice golden brown color with a density between mahogany and redwood. Also here, people buy Peroda furniture, cabinets, and windows. And it's another really popular way to decorate a casa. Other wood options include pine and cedar, or you could even do bamboo doors. We used pine on 6 interior doors to our place, as well as the 2 closets in our bathroom. And the cost was about $2,000 for labor and installation. Out of the 4 different carpenters we've used for doors, this is the only person that did not come recommended. I just ran by his shop one day and went in to talk to him. His work is really good. The weird thing is there was just one issue with the closet door not lining up correctly. And since we had already paid him, he refused to come back out and correct. It was crazy. We had another carpenter fix it, and it wasn't really a big deal. But it's just a very short-sighted business strategy to walk away from a job like that. The doors that we're getting replaced today came from someone recommended by our architect. And this carpenter's work has been a bit of a struggle. The great news is that he has been willing to come back and work with us and has been pretty positive about correcting all the problems we've had with the doors. It was a little odd too, for when we first met with him about doing some doors and windows for us, we asked for some examples of what he'd done, and he showed us a new condo project that he was working on, but he didn't do any of the doors there or the windows. He did the cabinets. The total cost, we still hired him. The total cost for him to install 4 regular doors, 2 sets of window shutters, and a pair of French doors on our balcony was $5,000 US. Each Peroda door is roughly $500 versus about $250 to $300 for a pine or cedar door. If the wood isn't cured properly, then you're going to have some issues with your doors. So when you're contracting with someone for your wood windows or your doors, it may be a good idea to Plan 4 or 6 months out in advance, and if possible, go see the wood that the carpenter is going to be using for your project. So, fingers crossed that these new replacement doors hold up well. The windows have been an issue too. We spent 3 or 4 months meeting with various glass companies and thought we had found a company that would do a thorough job. We were wrong. We spent $7,000 US on the 18 windows and a glass door. It'll be a miracle if we get another 1.5 years use out of our glass door. One window's already broken, and the three biggest windows are going to have to be replaced in the next year just due to the poor design and installation. During the first good rainfall, we closed all the windows and water was still flooding the house. They weren't sealed well with lots of spacing in between the glass and the frame. I'll take my fair share of blame for this because you really need some coverage above each window during the rainy season. Even if the windows are open when it rains, it isn't going to matter if they're sealed well because it's going to get wet inside. So we spent another $1,500 to have 7 awnings placed above our most vulnerable windows. And that has really helped keep the rain out. We have a great guy that does this kind of work, and it definitely was not an easy project for him. We did end up going with the cheapest windows, the white aluminum frame windows. The most expensive ones are the wood frame windows, and we only did 2 of those, and they turned out pretty good. Probably in trying to save some money, going with a cheaper product, we'll end up spending a lot more to solve the problems that created. One other benefit to our issues with the windows and adding the awnings was a renewed focus on directing rain away from the house. So we've been taking steps to add gutters and proper drainage, and I'll go through that process at some point in the future. The last thing that we had to do along with the windows was to add some curtains for the windows, or I should say shades. We spent $1,300 on the shades for 4 windows. And of course, we went with one of the cheaper options, but through one of the more reliable companies in Holiday House. In case you want to price it out for your own home project, what we paid works out to about $8 per square foot. Hopefully that gives you a few things to think about if you're considering building or remodeling here in Mexico, as well as some ideas on the costs. All right, thanks for watching. Good luck.